This is an international podcast transmission. Is anyone out there? If you're listening, you've reached the No Fixed Agenda podcast.
Hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? There it is. I hear myself. He's like, fuck it. He's not there, you guys. So let me help him out. We're gonna be saying hi to Mr. Braden Williams.
Yeah.
And he is
brand manager for Monster.
You
know what, if you're going to do an intro, do it right.
Hey, dude, you know what? All right, let's do it again. All right, so you guys are getting a little insight as to what we do. But so we're doing Braden Williams, and he is the marketing manager for Monster Energy Drinks, the Reign division.
Yes,
that is it. And so did I nail it? All right, thank you.
Well,
so, you know what? That's good, dude.
Yes.
And I didn't do it in my whispering voice, so we're good.
Yeah, you didn't do it in whispering voice.
That's good. We're good. So
you got the name of the individual coming in,
and then the title,
what
he does. Yeah.
I think you nailed it.
I did. Jeez, pat on my back. Everybody give me a round of applause. All right. But
so the beautiful thing about Braden is the fact that Braden used to work for me years ago. Yeah. Sorry, I'm dating Braden right now, but it was, what did we say, 2011, so about 13 years ago.
Yeah.
He used to work for me.
And he doesn't look a day over 27, dude.
No,
26.
I know. Tell me about it.
Yeah. He does not look like he's close to anything resembling our ages. But yeah, dude, he's a totally cool guy. He talked about Reign and how that developed and the whole marketing aspect of things. And
what was cool is the fact that he was pretty much on the ground level of the Reign brand
and the launch
and helping establish it where it's at today.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to for me personally to see him go from intern with me years ago to working with three unbelievable corporate companies, Oakley, O'Neill, and now Monster. Yeah. And for him to be in that position where the brand pretty much goes through him as far as like the activation points and what the athletes and the team that he's working with and
overall image of
everything.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see that progression for me for him. I think from a entrepreneur standpoint or a business standpoint, you and I kind of geeked out a little bit about the brand and how that came to be and the marketing aspect behind it and the struggles, or maybe not so much the struggles that they went through and where they attacked the social media aspect and where they got into it, like right from the get-go.
And so he highlighted the athletes that are representing Reign, and that was kind of a big pivotal point. And it's something that I started thinking about in regards to my brand, right? And OTH and what we do. And I think we both kind of geeked out about it. Like, dude, what if we had the ability to have some big names into our brands, right?
Yeah.
But they obviously Monster has the bankroll for it, and they were able to get some huge names, but never mind the names. It was the methodology and the approach to it, dude. That was epic. Yeah. It was epic that it was like his idea to come through and unveil Reign from its jump street. And dude, Reign came like into the energy drink, the health and fitness energy drink arena, like they just dropped the bomb, dude. It like blew up.
You know what it is they had the right person from an athlete perspective at the right time. Like you send the mountain down into Times Square. Big old gladiator outfit, you're gonna get some recognition. You're gonna get some notice of everything.
100%.
So the marketing aspect of it was top notch. And how they got things started. So.
And he played a key role in that. So I think the audience is gonna get a big kick out of this. And if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, you're gonna be able to take away some branding ideas from what Braden shared for your business. I guarantee that in this episode.
Definitely. So let's just get right into it. It's a fun and nostalgic episode for me.
Yeah.
Again,
it was educational for me. So, but yeah.
Here we go. The No Fixed Agenda podcast is brought to you by Bubs Naturals. Their mission is simple: live better, longer. Bubs helps fuel people to reach their maximum human potential through supplements sourced from nature's highest quality ingredients, all while giving 10% of profits back to charity. That's right, people. 10% back to charity. Learn more about their NSF for Sport certified collagen peptides and electrolyte drink mix at bubsnaturals.com. Just because he's 5 foot nothing. Actually, standing next to him, you're actually tall.
Wow.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
I'm shrinking, bro.
And you're turning into an old ass ogre is what you're turning
That's
into.
exactly what's fucking happening, bro.
That's what I have to look forward to.
This is
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Yeah.
Dude. Gaining weight and shorter, bro.
We'll continue our conversation on the Europe trip because I want to talk more about that. But I didn't want to tell you this before we start because I wanted.
Oh, you're pulling a dick move, huh?
No,
This is good.
This is you're gonna get a
Good
kick out of this.
stuff.
You're gonna get a kick out of this.
All right.
And I didn't want to tell you beforehand because I didn't want to ruin on the surprise on the podcast.
Okay.
Braden used to work for me.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Back in the fucking day.
Not only work for him, it was my first marketing job.
Holy shit.
I learned from Senor Jefe over there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that why he's such a great guy? Is it?
Yeah,
is this your
surround
claim
yourself-
to fame, bro?
Surround yourself with good people, man.
Yeah,
It's
this is a fact, bro. This is what we live and die by.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool, though. Dude.
Yeah, man.
How long ago was that?
Dude, that would have been. Were you around with
2010?
Were you around with the surf stuff or no? Were you
Right at the end. It was
Okay,
more drag racing.
Yeah, so it would have been 2011.
Yeah, okay.
Because 2010 was when we stopped doing the surfing stuff and you came in.
This is your first business or ERS?
This is the endurance race series is transitioned from the old business. So it's been this cycle. Like it got a brand new name with it. Mm-hmm. So I rebranded everything and everything else. So technically Braden worked for Seasick Marketing.
The OG name.
The
Seasick,
OG.
Seasick Marketing.
The OG name, yeah.
name,
Which
bro.
I still have one of my Seasick shirts that I almost wore today.
Oh, that would have been epic.
I wear it in the gym all the time because it's one of my favorite shirts still to work out in.
I still have one. It's a collared shirt. It says Seasick on it. And I'm like, those were the good days.
Sick.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, for the people that are I know we're just starting off. I know we started recording. We still got to get you and your story, bro.
Me and my story?
Yeah, all of your stuff, bro.
That's going to be
the
like
journey of stoner.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
Braden could probably tell you a couple stories. Yeah, so
How does Big Sexy come to fruition?
he started with me in 2011, and we had been working with Jelly Belly. He did a lot of Jelly Belly stuff and some activation. Got him traveling around the country a little bit.
Yep. Yeah.
See some do some shenanigans around the country.
Yeah.
No, but Jelly Belly was the good old days.
Yeah,
Nothing more fun than that.
Steph completely left the country.
Really?
Yeah, she owns a bike tour
I can
company
see that.
in
I
the
can see
Netherlands.
that.
Yeah,
Good for her.
Yeah, she completely started up a bike tour company in the Netherlands for just, hey, come and check it out. And she does a full tour, sets them up with the housing, sets them up with the.
Nice.
Yeah, so she moved over there, I don't know, 6 years ago, something like that.
That's awesome.
It was right
She's
around.
another one of your employees?
No, so Stephanie was the marketing director for Jelly Belly, and that was my primary contact. So
Got it.
Braden had a lot of connection with her, and anybody who knows Stephanie in the cycling industry knows that she's just a sweetheart, but she's a complete hard ass at the same time. And so it's like my way or the highway.
She comes up to you and you go, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Whatever you need.
Yes, ma'am.
And is she like a soft, like kick in the ass? Or-
No.
Oh, is it just kicking the nuts?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
What was she, like German or?
Oh,
She's got got some. She's got some. Steph, if you're listening in on this, I apologize.
We love.
don't come down and haunt him or hunt him down.
Yeah. So yeah, she's. I don't know what some descent, but
Yeah.
You don't want to say? You don't want to give a guess, bro?
I would guess German, but I don't really.
You
know.
don't want to insult.
I don't want to insult anybody. Yeah.
No, never.
Whatever. Anyway.
All right.
So yeah, one of the last times that you did something with us. It was the Colorado bike event or something.
Yeah, it was the cycling tour.
Yeah. And the reason I remember that I was actually in Colorado, and I go to Colorado all the time, but I was in Colorado and I passed by a U-Haul that literally ran into the fucking gas station.
Yeah.
It went as I was looking at it.
It was a Penske. Get it right?
It was a Penske.
Wow. Yeah.
So I ran a Penske into the gas station, into the apron and the top deal.
You still don't
It was
understand how tall you are, huh?
So needless to say, we'd been working all day. I wasn't really paying attention to the overhang size. We pulled a Penske in, damaged the shit out of the overhang.
You're the guy who I would never hire in my transportation
And
world.
I'm not going to lie, we took off.
I didn't want to say it, but I was like,
No, we took off.
Incriminating right now.
No,
Hey,
I got called. They had a camera.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
So this was in just outside of Aspen, I believe.
Were both you guys in the Penske?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
there's-
so it was like-
we're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it
Let's
was-
take off. We're
Like,
out.
so this
Let's
was like
go.
Dumb and Dumber. You guys
Yeah.
left the IOU note.
Kinda, it was the two of us, and I think it was Garrett at the time, right?
yep.
And all three of us just looked at each other. We're like,
We should go.
we should get out of here. Yeah. It took off.
Donor and Braden.
We ended up
Yeah,
going to Beaver Creek, which was like an hour and a half away. And I get this call at the end of the day, end of the event day, and the police called me. And they're like, hey, did you happen to be up in Aspen at this point in time at this driving a Penske? I was like, yes. And so it just started downpouring, and we had to go to Steamboat Springs, which is another hour and a half away. We just got done with the event, and what the shitty thing was is I had to drive the Penske all the way back.
Yep.
How bad was it, dude?
It put a hole in the top.
Oh,
put it
yeah.
that way. Like
Yeah.
a full on hole.
Like you see through the roof.
punctured.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty bad.
How bad was it to the gas station?
Oh no, that's what it was with the gas station. The Penske definitely had
A dent.
a big old dent in the corner. I think I probably damaged a light or two up there. But anyway, so I had to drive all the way back to just outside of Aspen. I think it was Glenwood Springs, actually. I had to drive all the way back an hour and a half, sit in the rain, wait for the police officer to come take my name and get a report.
You didn't get arrested?
No, dude.
You fucking hit and run. You didn't get arrested, bro.
Yeah. It was
Dude, in the
amazing.
hood, my ass would have been fucking
Yeah.
spread eagle on the ground,
Get
bro.
down, sir.
Get down.
Get
man.
down. Right.
I just told him, I heard something hit, but I just didn't know what it
Oh,
was.
you played blonde,
Yeah.
like dumb blonde, dude.
White privilege.
You said it.
Exactly, bro. That's exactly where I was going with this, bro.
Would have been even better if I was
bro.
there.
My ass would have gotten 3 to 5, bro.
So I stood in the rain, or waited out in the rain for the cop. The cop gave me a ticket.
Wow.
And he told me to drive
You didn't
up.
even fucking arrest. You didn't even fucking put you in the back, scared the shit out of you. Nothing,
no.
dude.
And
Fuck. How long ago was this?
2012,
13-ish.
13,
Yeah.
something along those lines. And
Wow.
Epic.
then I had to drive from there to Steamboat Springs. I got to Steamboat Springs at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and we ended up having to get up at like 7 in the morning. I don't know what it was, and then Steph kept on asking. She's like, "Where'd you have to go?" To this day, I never told her what happened.
Well, she knows now.
The only people,
Now she knows.
the only people that know whatever happened until now is Braden, myself, and Garrett. That was
it.
We
don't talk
Take it
about
to the
this.
fucking grave. We're
Yeah,
not saying
yeah.
shit.
And here we are on a podcast just spilling it.
Publicly known
know what?
now,
Yeah.
dude.
it's
Bro, you're
been well
fine.
over 10.
Yeah.
It's been well over 10 years.
It's gone.
Statute of limitations.
Double jeopardy exists.
Yeah, because that's something. I don't know, whatever.
So this is what I learned at Seasick.
Yeah,
exactly.
this-
Don't drive a Penske into a gas station.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. This is awesome, bro.
We had some good times, though, man.
What was your primary job there when you were working CSIC?
Jeff eventually at first took me under his wing, and when it was my first marketing job, I just wanted to feel it out. What's it about? So Jeff was showing me all the ropes, and the biggest thing was events and event setup and just how to handle and manage events. This is the man. He's good at it.
Oh, absolutely.
He's great at it.
I watched him work.
Yeah, he works his ass off
100%.
and teaches you the right way. So
Yeah.
I learned at a young age through Jeff of just how to run an event from A to Z,
Yeah.
make it right, make people happy, and make the client happy. So
Thanks, man.
yeah,
That's awesome. My one big regret with everything is the fact that I couldn't keep you. This dude left me for Hurley.
Wow.
I think, right? It was Hurley, right? Didn't you go to Hurley?
I went to Oakley. After.
Oakley. Even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better.
Is that why you don't own a pair of Oakleys, bro?
That's why I won't wear Oakleys to this day. Yeah, that's my big regret. The fact that
What'd you do before?
I couldn't pay him enough to keep him around.
Yeah. What'd you do before?
I was straight out of college. Oh. Yeah. That was my first marketing job.
Yeah.
I came down here and moved down to San Diego.
I don't really even. We got connected by somebody, right? Who did we get connected?
It was a friend of mine. His mom was in the drag racing business and knew Andrew, who worked for you. And what was the drag racer's name? Day, right? John Day? I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Jason? No, not Jason.
We'll figure it out.
Whatever.
But yeah, so this lady knew him and then talked to Andrew. So it was through Andrew, the whole thing. Yeah. I was like, I'm looking for a marketing job. Like, I want to learn. That's how it was.
Really?
Yeah. And then I met you and I was like, this guy.
Fucking really?
Yeah, man.
I thought it was something way different.
You thought it was something that you did?
I thought it was something that I did.
Yeah, you just wanted credit.
I just wanted credit.
That's all it was.
Exactly.
I didn't want to give Andrew credit for anything.
Brought up the name.
I got to look forward to.
James Day.
James Day.
See, I knew I was going to get it. I knew it was a J.
What did I say?
Fucking old.
Todd.
Samsonite?
Samson.
Wait.
Swami.
That was way off.
Chili pepper.
No, man.
Yeah, so everything event related stuff he did. I pretty much threw the entire kitchen sink at him and he just fucking did it.
Yeah, man. And
fucking did it.
It helped me through my career. Like I said, I went to Oakley, then I was at O'Neill, the surf company after that. Then went to Monster, and I've been there 8 years.
Yeah, so let's back up just a little bit since we jumped right into the old stories.
You went to like immediately.
I know.
I'm still trying to figure out who this guy is.
I know,
bro.
but
like
I wanted to get that out. It was just boiling, waiting to come out.
You should.
We had to drop it on you.
I'm glad we're recording this because everybody can see the little schoolgirl that you're being right now, dude.
Yeah. That's my boy. This is the first time I've actually seen him.
Tell us, you've been with, you said Oakley. Give us like a Reader's Digest of who you are. Jeff knows who you are.
He wants your Tinder profile.
Yes, 100%.
All right. Well, after the podcast,
you know
please,
what?
please.
We're still gonna we're gonna start calling it that, bro. Like these bios. Hey, give us
your Tinder profile.
Tinder profile snapshot. Go.
I like long walks on the beach. I collect seashells and no.
Swipe. Was it left or right?
I don't know,
bro.
Yeah. I don't know. None of us would actually know any of that. So
I actually asked somebody that question, dude. I was like, she goes, I swiped left. Does that mean you didn't want him or did you want him?
Yeah,
Was it right, left?
Really
I don't
know.
fucking. So left apparently. Jenny's the one. Rutsky, if you're listening, Jenny Rutt's the one who kind of freaking told me. She goes, if you swipe left, you don't want them. If you swipe, like,
yeah, sure.
So we're swiping.
I have no idea.
We're swiping right.
We're swiping right on Braden. We want to find out what his Tinder profile would say if he was out there.
Yeah. Well, shit. Where do I start? No, I've been in marketing quite a while now, since 2010 with Jeff, and started at Seasick and then moved on to Oakley, where I grew up next to Oakley. So up in Orange County. So
Irvine, right?
yeah, like Foothill Ranch area.
Yeah.
Like my parents' house, you can see Oakley. So like growing up, always wanted to work for Oakley. Like, that was my thing.
You can see their facility off the 405, I think.
Off the toll road.
Yeah.
So when I got accepted to Oakley, it was like, call my dad, like, dude, I made it. This is the shit. I grew up wearing Oakleys. I was super pumped and worked for Oakley about 3 years when it was super badass. It was actually in the Luxottica division in marketing. So Luxottica is, now they own Oakley.
Okay.
But it's more of Sunglass Hut, lens crafters.
Oh, okay. Got it.
What else?
It's more the retail side of things, right?
The retail side of things.
Got it.
So that's the marketing I did, which was fun. But then Oakley actually got bought out by Luxottica, and that's when they wiped out all the marketing. So I was there when Oakley did a big cut of walk in, sorry, you're gone.
Here's your slip.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that was a bad day.
How long were you on with Oakley when that happened?
3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
But luckily, I threw the resume right out there, and I got picked up by O'Neill, the surf company.
Okay.
And talk about a badass, fun company to work for.
Really?
Is O'Neill. They're located out in Irvine. But so imagine the whole office is skate ramps. So I'm
Really?
yeah. So on both sides,
Are you a skater and a surfer?
I try. It's like you had to be working there. You just say yes. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Had you have been on a skateboard and a surfboard before?
Yes, I'll give you that. I knew what to do.
Okay,
I just
cool,
wasn't
cool.
good like that.
I'm just envisioning, no, I wasn't. Let me grab it, like walking out of some fucking scene of not dodgeball, but with roller derbies, and she has like knee pads and elbow pads. And
Or my first day at work, I fall, break my wrist right in front of him. You know, like, I'm here to work out. This kid's fired. Get him out. Get him out of here.
All right, so you go to O'Neill's and then
Yeah, and so it's super fun. Like I said, I hit a skate ramp into the desk. They'd have kegs on a Friday. And Surf Fridays, super rad company. And it just dawned on me one day. I'm like, you're at that point where you're like stuck in your career and at the business. And so I was like, it's time to keep moving up. And that's when I applied for Monster, got into Monster 8 years ago.
How long were you at O'Neill's?
About 3-4 years as well. And then I started off.
You're getting old, man.
I know, bro. Telling me.
I'm doing the math right now.
Yeah.
She out of college. He was
Please,
21, 22.
We don't have that much time.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck off.
Damn it.
Fuck off. I am a coach. I don't know how to count. You're right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Next question.
Anyway.
I love that. So when I first started at Monster, actually, I just want to get my foot in the door. And so I was a manager of the art department.
Okay.
So all graphics you see anywhere in the world come into the art department, would come to me, and I would manage all the graphic designers.
Okay.
They'd create it, we'd go print it, and then it goes out into the world.
Okay.
So I was doing that, and then as I was sitting there, and I was like, yeah, it's fun, but I'm not super artsy. Like, I see the marketing and the branding style, I'm good at that, but it was more like these graphic designers, I'm like, you lost me. You know, when I was there, the brand department, brand marketing, it was like, damn, I always want to do that. That seems like the fun part of the job. And one day they came out with the new brand Rain. This was 5 years ago, and it's a workout drink. So they're like, there's one person that works here that works out 7 days a week and is perfect for this job. And so they threw my resume right on top, and I went into Rain. I've been there ever since, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, thanks for bringing these in, man.
Yeah, hey, let's crack one, boys.
Crack them open.
My favorite. So this is my first time trying sour gummy worms. I'm with it. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah. My short ass arms.
My short. Like I need more caffeine, but that's actually
White
pretty
gummy bear.
good, dude.
Love it, yeah.
White gummy bear is my fave, but sour is.
So if you guys start doing push-ups in the middle of this podcast, it's the Rain, not me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Jeff skipped his workout today. So,
Did you?
know.
I made sure I hit the gym today just because I knew I was coming here.
Should have got your ass up at 6, bro.
I should have. Damn it.
Should have gotten up at 6.
Whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
But honestly, the best part about Rain is it's a fitness company, and I'm into fitness. I love it, so I get to be around it.
It's a sub company of Monster.
Correct.
Got it.
Monster owns. They have 7 brands. They got the Java. They got the Ultra, the T.
Yeah.
So this is a sub brand.
What's the new? There's now the Rain
Storm.
Storm.
What is that all about?
Yeah. So hold on. Let me back up real quick about Rain here.
Yeah, go for it.
So.
I like to get ahead of myself.
Yeah, you're good. No, just the backstory. The reason Monster came out with Rain is because Bang came out. Everyone knows the energy drink Bang, right?
Right.
Fucking Bang.
So, yeah, we'll get there. And so,
I was gonna bring one.
yeah.
That's a teaser, bro.
He already yelled at me for having another brand in my refrigerator.
I said, do I have to leave right now? Or what?
I saw that he left a couple cases there, so I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I filled you up.
Yeah.
And so Bang came out and the performance energy category, and Monster had nothing to go against it. So they're like, Monster saw Bang just taking off, and they're like, shit, we need something now. So they came out with Rain that will be a competitor towards Bang.
Right.
And we came out and just crushed them. And Bang started to level out. Rain was taking off. Then, long story short, we ended up buying out Bang. So Monster owns Bang now.
When did that happen?
About 2 years ago.
Oh, no shit.
So
Yeah.
go ahead.
I'll edit up my comment that I just made.
Yeah, no, don't, bro. Because it actually, you may have to edit this next question out, though.
Go for it. Let's see what
Is there? So I heard rumors that, and you may or not know anything about this, that Monster's the one that kind of sued Bang. Am I allowed to talk about that?
Let's get the legal part of that.
All right, but there was some kind of, I don't know.
There was, put it that way.
There was some litigation.
It was back and forth.
Okay, got it.
Back and forth.
Got it.
And we ended up winning and taking them over.
So did they move everything? Is Bang now in-house with
Correct.
Rain? Because Bang was, I think, Florida or something, right?
Yeah.
Or East Coast or something, right?
They're still. I'm assuming they would be, right?
What?
Bang still be in Florida?
No, we brought them all under Monster.
So the canning is all done. Where's the canning done? So I used to work for Coca-Cola.
Yeah, okay.
Many years. So I know a lot about. Yeah.
Coke's our distributor.
Yeah, 100%.
But we have different cannings across the U.S. I think Nashville, Florida, like a West, Central, East Coast type of thing.
Okay.
Where we can them. The canning's everywhere.
Yeah.
And then our big warehouse is in Rialto.
Okay.
Which is like, you drive your truck in there to park. It's 4 football fields long. It's next to Amazon and Target and all that. Super badass. And then Corona is where the office is, where I work.
Got it.
But yeah.
That's a drive, dude.
God, I forgot you had to go all the way to Corona.
Yeah, I'm in Yorba Linda now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, so it's not bad.
Oh,
I
that's
miss
not bad.
traffic.
Yeah.
No wonder why it took you so long to get down.
Yeah. I'm in Yorba Linda, the land of gracious living.
Is that what it's called?
That's what they call it.
Have you been?
He's trying to sell us.
Yeah. We're not moving to Yorba Linda, bro.
It
Yeah.
didn't work, huh?
He's trying to talk it to
Come on.
the land of gracious living.
Sorry, my Yorba Linda peeps. Shit, I tried.
happening.
I fucking tried, all right?
Maybe if I get a lifetime surprise.
Let's go back to the new Rain, the Storm. Like, how does that product fit into everything now in the fitness drinks and all that stuff?
Yeah, so Rain is more performance energy. It's 300 milligrams of caffeine. It's a lot. We saw that, number one, it's an aggressive can. It's very male driven. So we came out with Rain Storm to be more female focused. And it's half the caffeine, and it's a white can. It looks good in your hand. It's smaller.
It's dainty.
Yes.
We'll say that.
They sponsor things like pickleball and volleyball. And we're like, let's go to the Arnold and lift weights. And
And fucking throw barbells
strongmen.
around.
Yeah. Shit like that. So does that make sense to the difference? Why?
Yeah.
And I will say 300 milligrams is a lot for a drink, but it's child's play for me.
Damn. It's a lot for me.
Yeah,
It's
dude, I fucking
He'll drink the entire case
Dude, I will
tomorrow.
fucking, 100%. Like, well, in my defense, though, my day starts in some cases at fucking 4 in the morning, and it doesn't end until 9. And some of us,
He's a working man. He's a working man. Needs some
yeah,
caffeine.
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I mean,
No, it's wild. Sometimes we'll be at events, especially like the big strongmen come up and they're like, "This is my 3rd one." I'm like, "Bro,
those guys are like 350
I was
pounds,
like,
bro.
I don't need to hear that, but
Yeah.
watch your heart. Just be careful, please."
Yeah, no shit.
I'm on like 600 milligrams already today alone.
So what, from a brand side of things, like what everything do you look at now? Do you just look at the Rain and Storm? You don't have to deal with anything with...
I'm strictly Rain.
Yeah.
So there's a director, a brand manager, and a product manager, and a project manager. And it's separate for each brand. So we have one for Rain, one for Rain Storm. So I focus just on Rain.
Okay.
Where does I guess that's from the Monster brand category altogether.
Right.
Like, how does Monster Energy, because there's still the regular Monster Energy drinks.
Yep.
How does that fit into? And I apologize for anybody who didn't think this was going to go into a full presented by Monster Energy.
Yeah.
How does the category line all kind of line out then from energy drinks?
Yeah, like I said, Monster has 7 different sub-brands. So we cover A to Z, and it's hard to stay in your lane sometimes because Monster sponsors everything, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the M-Claw, the green M-Claw is the mega ship, right? So they get the UFCs, the NASCARs, the dirt biking, all of that. And then you go into Ultra street art. Rain as gym.
Got it.
So there's different categories of when we're marketing things and make sure like whatever drink you're branding and marketing after, stay in that lane.
Right. But how do you...
Because you don't want to cannibalize.
But how do
like,
you guys look at that from Joe Schmo going into a 7-Eleven and looking at a Monster can, looking at a Monster Rain?
Oh, they're
Like,
stored differently, bro.
Like, how does that, like, how do you guys go through the marketing of as the everyday person who doesn't understand that Rain is more for the gym and Monster is more for the bigger brand stuff? Like, do you guys have something that you guys...
That's the hard part. Obviously, Joe Schmo, the POS that's in store, you try to market it of what the brand is about. So you'll go in, there's a cooler cling for Monster Green. It's got a dirt biker on it. me as someone that looks fit.
Yeah.
So that's how we try to make them look different.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know nothing about energy drinks, they just pick it up, what looks cool, what's in it, what's better for me, kind of thing. So I'm looking for 300 milligrams. I'm going to pick up a Reign over a Monster type of thing.
So now
how much? I thought Monster had. I thought
They're like 170.
really.
Yeah, this is double.
Wow.
Double the dose.
And so, like, dude, I know you haven't stepped into a store to buy an energy drink because, in a long time. I get it.
I haven't really bought a new drink in so long.
Me either.
He's bougie, bro. Both you guys bougie. I get it, but
I've been sponsored by Celsius. I've been sponsored by Ring. I really don't need to go into a. Hey, you got to know people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I experienced, even like when you're in the fitness industry or if you're a fitness person, right? You're going to walk in. You're not just, dude, I will run from the Monster, bro.
Right.
And it's stored separately. You're right. I think it is marketed more into the fitness space, even at your local AM, PM, 7-Eleven, what have you.
Yeah, and social media is huge, right?
100%.
So everything we show on social media is someone working out, someone lifting weights, running, and Monster's completely different.
Right.
We're at marathons, we're at the Arnold, we're at Strongman. So when people see us there, they go, oh, Reign is a fitness drink.
Mm-hmm.
They're the fitness brand. They're who I want to drink when I work out.
I'm quite interested in the branding aspect of it. Like, how did you guys come up with what the brand looks like from a Reign perspective and the helmet style, and then you go into, you said the Reign Storm, where it's more feminine, quote unquote, a smaller can, so on and so forth. What's Monster's process of breaking down that branding?
So there's someone there that sits on the ivory tower type of thing.
Okay.
And he's very high up, and he's the one that comes up with all the logos, and even from Monster.
Really?
And he doesn't design them. He comes up with the idea, what it should look like, what color the can should be. And that comes from above, and then it comes down to us of, here's your can, this is the logo, go market it.
Oh, so
I don't have any say of what the can or logo looks like.
Really?
And it's funny, the Reign Storm logo, it's like an R with a crown on it.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the original logo for Reign.
Oh.
And it came down to us, and we're like, it's not really fitting. And so then they came out with this one a little harder, you know?
So let me were you there when they first, because Reign hasn't been that hasn't been here for that long. Were you there for the initial?
I was there from day one.
Really?
Yeah, so
that's pretty cool, dude.
That's the coolest part, I think, of my career so far is I launched a brand like this, $500 million company brand from day one.
So what were the initial struggles? Obviously, you guys were getting your butts kicked by Bang at the time back then, right? And so the concept was, all right, we got this can, send it down to you, it was the original one, we don't like it.
Yep.
What's that relationship between the guy in the ivory tower and you?
Not much.
Really?
Yeah.
Go fucking do this now.
Sell my fucking drink. Yeah.
All right, cool. As you're sitting there and you have no feedback to them. This is, like you said, the original Reign logo was like feminine and it had the R. You're right. It is a little more dainty, if you will.
That was the first time they really listened. We kind of came to brand marketing and we were like, not the best. And they're like, okay, let's take another stab at it. Then they're like, here, go sell it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But we launched the brand and it helps having Monster have your back, number one. Coca-Cola is your distribution, number two. Mm-hmm. And you're able to launch a new brand and have it in every cooler across the United States in 2 weeks.
Dude, have you ever been in a canning facility, bro?
No.
It is fucking wild, bro. When you've been in a canning facility, you can't even see the cans coming down the line. It literally just looks like the color of whatever, the dominant color of the can. It is moving so fast.
Yeah.
It is, if they were canning this, you would just see like a black line. And it's just like,
dude, the sound, everything.
It's like you're in a fucking like fighter jet status, 100%, really? Bro, 100%. Yeah. And it's like, how the hell? And you're talking one line is producing anywhere. I'm geeking out. Sorry, you guys. But one line, depending on the amount of bubbles that particular beverage has, you're doing like 1,800 cans to 2,400 cans a minute.
Yeah,
bro.
it's wild,
flying, bro. You're like, and you try to pull a sample out of that line. Like, good luck.
Watch your fingers.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts. They had this thing where you can't stop it either, dude, because they have it down to the science, right? Every time you stop, it's like, I don't know, $100,000 a minute or some shit like that, dude. Something fucking asinine. And so you're like, how do I get a fucking sample? And so there's this little button that you fucking push on each line, dude. It just kicks a fucking can, and you got to sit there like fucking a catcher from in the major league, bro. Get ready. You push the button. You're like, oh shit.
How does, since we're talking about the canning process now, how does the aluminum come into the facility, or how does the can, or does the can come just straight as it's shaped already? It's good to go.
Just like that, dude. The only difference is this whole fucking top is gone.
Yep.
Okay.
It's gone. So it's just like a cup.
Just like a
regular cup, like a silver. No, it's not a silver cup. It's a branded cup because it comes from the manufacturer that way, dude. So there's a separate manufacturer that produces the can for them.
Right.
Okay.
And then that can comes with generic lids or colored lids, whatever color you fucking want it to be.
Okay.
Right. And then the can is like a cup. And they literally just put it, it's like a fucking huge ass pallet, bro, about taller than this building. It's taller than this roof here, one pallet. And it's about half the size of the fucking room, dude. Like, seriously, it's huge. And so you literally take the whole pallet and you load it up into this machine, and it just fucking there's this machine just pushes the shit onto the conveyor pallet, and you just see the lines. And next thing you know, it hits the front and start filling the filling stations, and it just takes off like a bat out of hell, dude.
You've been to the Jelly Belly factory, right? You know how they're spitting out jelly beans, but this is like times on steroids.
Yeah, 100%.
I was gonna say, I can't really compare the can
jelly bean to a can.
No, dude, it is. Hey,
maybe that was wrong.
No. Like, the worst that's gonna happen, you're gonna get a little nick mark if you get hit with the jelly bean, bro. This one you will fucking lose a finger.
Jelly bean to the face.
Yeah. But it's asinine. So all this shit from the marketing perspective is pretty cool. So talk to us a little bit about so when you got in, dude, I'm so intrigued that you have been there since conception, and talk to us about that growth and what were some of the struggles that from the branding perspective that you guys came across.
When we launched the brand, we did something so badass. We got 500 people that are fitness models, okay? We went to New York in Times Square. Then we made these big rain helmets that fit on their head.
I remember that.
And I don't remember this.
I remember this.
Go ahead.
So it's so cool. And Half Thor, Mountain, World's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
And then Natalie Eva Marie from WWE.
Yeah.
They were the face of the brand. They started the brand with us. So we dressed these people up, all cut off sleeves, helmets on, and we had Thor and Natalie march down Times Square and just take over Times Square. No one knew what the brand was. It was like a big move.
Yeah.
Just a big stunt to say, we're fucking here.
Wow.
Look at this shit. We got so much PR behind it, publicity. Like, everyone's, oh shit, what is this?
What is this?
And that launch, like, really helped us do that stunt. It was like all eyes on us. And like I said, it was just, we were just premium brand into fitness, going to the Arnold, taking over the Olympia, like just being bigger and badder than everyone out there. Like our setup at Olympia and the Arnold was like 200 by 200. We had a DJ on top. We're like,
holy
just going after it.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, fucking go. Just go balls out.
Like, we're here. We're launching this brand. We need all eyes on us.
This was also, too, when Thor was... It was...
He was the mountain.
Yeah, it was Game of Thrones in the prime.
In
prime. So you couldn't have had a better person,
dude, when
coming out.
Yeah, that timing on Thor was amazing. He walks down Times Square. Everyone's, oh, shit, that's the mountain.
Yeah.
And people were like, with Game of Thrones flags walking up, and I'm like, where did they come from? They just carry it with them at all times, or like, there's a line of people with Game of Thrones flags right now. But yeah, the face of the brand, Thor and Natalie did a great job. The way we did the stunt, the way we launched, and just bigger, badder, in your face, and then once you taste the drink, it's good. It works. It's clean, and I use it every day when I work out, and I'd rather do this than anything else. So yeah, the launch went great, and it just blew up. And like I said, we were able to be everywhere in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think that's
that's a huge part of it, of having the backing of distribution.
To back up Omar's question, were there any struggle? I mean, you guys obviously had a huge campaign doing that, but was there anything you were like, shit, we should not have done this, or this did not work out from a branding
perspective?
What
are the don'ts? Like, where do you...
Or is this like flawless? This was just the unicorn one where it was like
exactly,
everything fell into
no
fucking place.
issues, right?
There's always
Yeah. And so that's what we're trying to find out. Part of what we do here at NFA, man, is really just to see how bad they fucked up so our community doesn't do the same thing.
Right. I get it.
Self included.
No, I think a real struggle, the hardest part was social media. You're starting from 0 followers, a new brand. What do you do? How do you grow this community? How do you get people to follow you? How do you just get everyone behind you? Because social media is everything right now.
So that's a great point. 8 years ago, right, is when Rain came out.
5 years ago.
5 years ago. So 5 years ago, social media versus now. How do you think it would have been tougher now? Even tougher now with social media
100%.
because there's so much,
100%.
just
Dude,
so
8
much
years
stuff.
ago was if you knew what you were on. I'm not talking but shit. I'm just talking with people that we know that are in the industry.
That's the thing, though, is that you look at all these brands that are out there that are launching on social media only. And they haven't really put any other branding out. They don't have the money backing them to put branding out anywhere else except for social media. So there's so many products out there. So I can see how you guys fell into a little bit early in the social media when it was like Instagram has really taken off 5-6 years ago. So you're hitting that stride with that same timing. And I could see how that could be a little bit more tricky this time around.
Yeah. And honestly, we did a very good job as well of picking up the right influencers, the right athletes, and the right people that actually had a following on social media back in the day. I mean, you look at nowadays, everyone's a fitness influencer.
Dude, and
everyone,
and 50% of them are full of shit.
That's
or greater.
Right.
So.
And so, we just picked the right people, which helped grow. It's still a struggle to this day. Like I said, there's just so many people out there, and it's like, how much fitness stuff can we post, or how many people can we pick up that are just doing bicep curls? And you're like, I'm going to go drink Rain because that guy did a bicep curl. You know what I mean? So it's just, social media is a tricky one, man, especially in the fitness community.
Yeah, it is it's a fickle bitch for sure, dude. And it's funny you say that because we're actually going to get into that. We got a couple guests that are coming up, spoiler alert to you listeners, that are going to be talking about just the impact on social media. We've already had a couple influencers here on the podcast that talked about that transition and the impact COVID and the social media game has had on several industries, and primarily the fitness industry. And so there's so many fucking things happening from a fitness perspective because of social media. People are talking about gut health and carnivore fucking diets and God knows this and God knows that and all this other bullshit. When it's still the meat and potatoes is you calorie deficit, calorie surplus,
work out
5 times a week, right? You're fucking done. That's the general thing. But social media has changed it into a guy because he has 22-inch arms, and now if I drink Rain, I'm going to get 22-inch arms. And so I can understand that would be the struggle. So what did you guys do to overcome that? It just other than picking the right influencers come out the gate, first of all, what part did you play in the social media aspect of the branding? Yeah,
so as the brand manager, I have a kind of a little bit of everything: paid media, social media, what campaigns, everything. So I look into it and I say, that athlete looks good, but then we also have people that are the social media team that know more than me. So it goes to me for final approval kind of thing, but they really are the ones that are in it every day, digging deep, who's good, who's bad, who's fake, who's real, type of thing. And that's really the social media aspect. That's all. I really just help them out.
Yeah, because there's a whole analytical. I can't wait till we get our next guest on when we talk about this kind of thing. And that's one of the things as a business owner that, Jeff and I talk about it even from the NFL social media aspect and how much more we got to do. But for me as a business, I really think about what we're putting out. And so that is the biggest thing, I think, now that kind of sets you apart from a lot of the other brands out there, right? Especially in the beverage industry or in the fitness industry or even in the racing industry.
You look into it as a quality over quantity.
And it's always fucking changing, dude.
You got to stay up with the algorithm. It's the new trends out there. Do you go funny? Do you go serious? What can you say? What can you not say? There's a lot that goes behind it, especially for a big professional brand like this. You got to just stay on top of the times. Like, I love gym humor and the trending of that stuff. And you got to mix that in. You can't just be guys working out, girls working out hardcore. You got to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Stay on top of it.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Whose idea was it for Thor? Was that somebody up at the Ivory Tower again?
No.
Because that, again, I think from the time perspective, you couldn't have gotten...
Yeah, that was total best.
Yeah.
That's best timing for sure.
Do you remember Greg Sellers?
Yeah.
Greg reached out to half Thor or half vice versa, and they were talking at the time. And Greg was working for Hydro Monster Muscle.
Yes, yeah.
And so
it was it Muscle Milk for a while?
Yeah. But now he's over at Monster. I didn't know if you knew that.
So, yeah, I knew that's how I knew him. He started at Muscle Milk, and then he went over to Monster and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so
Greg was talking to him for half Thor to go onto Monster Muscle.
Got it. Okay.
But then Rain was launching, and Greg was like, that's your dude.
Yeah.
Go for it. And I was
Damn.
like, perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. Money. Thank you, Greg Sellers.
Greg is one of those guys that it just pays to know him.
Yeah. He knows everyone.
He knows everybody.
Yeah.
So that's cool. How are all of the athletes that were with you that started, are they with you still?
Yeah, for the most part, they are. Which, when we pick our athletes, we look into them, and it's not just who you are or what you're following, but we call it be part of the Rain family. We don't like dealing with people that just are assholes the whole time, because there's athletes out there. You want a good person on your team that will support you, support your brand, but at the same time, just be cool with you as a person. And so we get all our athletes together at Rain events, and they're all like family. And it just makes everything easier, everything better. Everyone's working for the brand, like just happy.
So are you part of the athlete selection process?
Yeah. Right now, we got 12, we call them legend athletes, and those are more like your half Thors, Natalie's, influencers. And then we have 12 of the top CrossFit athletes.
He asked me to be the High Rocks person, and I told him I'm not really ready. I'm not really ready for that yet.
When we get a sub 1 hour out of you, bro, absolutely.
He asked me, and he was like, listen, you can hang out with Thor and Natalie and stuff. Like, you know what? No, it's not cool. I'm not cool with that. I don't need that just yet.
Yeah.
You're too busy, bro.
So I'm too busy.
Yeah, you got way too much going on. Absolutely. I totally get it. So you're part of the selection process. I'm totally we're gonna edit that piece out, you guys. Fucking Jeff trying to live up to his big name, bro. Like his big sexy name. As I digress. When you go in through the selection process, are you guys looking at industries, or are you just looking at the athlete influencer himself?
We start in the industry. We want to mix it up throughout the whole fitness community.
Right.
Obviously, you want your big influencers in there, but then we want a couple strongman, we want a couple bodybuilders, power lifters, and CrossFitters. That's what we break it up to. Then we try to get the best of the best. The bigger the name, the more we get out of it. And so we always just break it up that way. We look who's been top 3 CrossFit games the last 5 years. Let's go.
What'd you guys add? Is it Brooke? Is that who?
Brooke Wells? Yeah. Brooke's on the team. Honestly, like everyone this year that's an athlete of ours is at the games.
Oh, nice.
So they're crushing it.
Nice. I wonder, does High Rocks have energy drink, dude?
They do.
Red Bull.
They got Red Bull.
Don't say that.
The bull.
They have the other one.
The other drink.
No, we did look into it, and they've got it for now.
My
I like that, boy. I like that. Let's go.
My problem with that is if they're going to continue on with that, and if Rain was to ever, this is just my opinion, if Rain was to ever go into that versus the other, and I've seen a lot of complaints on social media about this, they put Red Bull in this, like in the athlete area as you're exiting the rock zone. They've got Red Bull sitting there. Hey, take a shot of Red Bull.
Fucking Red Bull. You're already fucking redlining here, dude.
Take a shot of an energy drink right before you go on your run, and it's not anywhere else. And that's my biggest complaint. I'm like, why in the fuck would you put an energy drink right there in the midst of everything? Like, that should be something that is on the outside of it in the athlete zone where they're
warming up.
Or they've just gotten done and they're going to need a little shot of that stuff. Don't put it in the middle of the transition area. That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
My argument with the whole, like, nothing against High Rocks. I'm a High Rocks affiliate. I love High Rocks. This is my sport. I love it. However, my argument with that other provider is they don't have a fitness brand.
No, it's not.
It's almost
It's
like
not.
Monster going, we're going to make Monster the High Rocks brand.
See,
for it.
Monster
It's-
Green wouldn't do it.
Monster Green's not going to do it, dude.
Yeah.
And so, but if you had me a fucking electrolyte drink with caffeine and aminos in it, I'm fucking down.
Yeah,
Let's go.
But the other side of that too is a lot of these brands get into these sports just to keep somebody else out.
Yeah.
Honestly, and that could be the play that they are doing, so that way they make sure that no other brand comes in. That's happened to me a couple of times when ASICS came in and just gave me sponsorship cash just to keep Hoka out.
Hoka out, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And they don't want to do shit with it. Like, I don't really see that partnership as a long-term deal, and I could be wrong, but I hope it's not. I think honestly it's a terrible drink.
Dude, and it's not a fitness drink. Dude.
No.
It's for me. Red Bull falls that other brand. I keep on saying the name. We'll edit it out. yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna go do 100 wall balls and then go do a flutog,
Yeah,
Good way to put it.
absolutely, 100%,
I
bro.
mean, that's kind of
100%.
that's the area that they should stay in, and that's where they've become like very
that and
popular with that stuff.
the bar industry. They're
yeah,
very big.
yeah.
Well, not only that, the bar. When I think of that other brand, I'm thinking motocross. I'm thinking the airplanes. What are those fucking the fucking
I don't think you could say motocross because Monsters.
Motocross. See, I told you it's hard, man.
It's hard, dude.
You
It's
gotta
fuck-
stay in your lane, and
Yeah, so we talked about the stay in your lane aspect, and so even from the fitness industry, even you want to take it down even smaller, right? Monster is huge, the other brands are huge,
Right.
Monster bought out Bang, and now they're even bigger and more into the athletic sports beverage, which I think is amazing because I think fitness needs everything that they possibly can get on so that they can get more people to move. But even on a smaller scale, when you talk about stay in your lane, I think this is a good topic for us to talk about later on, which is even in the fitness space or the gym space. And there's in Southern California, you're going to run into a gym every corner.
Yeah.
It's just a reality of it, right? And just what it is. And each fitness space has its own flavor. But if every fucking fitness place would just stay in the lane that they're good in, it would be a harmonious fucking industry, dude. But it doesn't. They go into this whole thing of, oh shit, that's popping. I'm going to go fucking do that. I have no experience fucking doing that. I'm going to go do it. And it's like,
I'm a CrossFit box, but now I got recovery.
yeah, dude. Like, dude, I'll go to fucking a recovery fucking place if I wanted to go do that. But
Right.
I came here to get my ass kick my ass, right?
Yeah.
If I want fucking mobility, I'll go to the fucking yoga studio, right? And so that's that. I think there's something to that. If Monster continues with that, I think they're huge.
100%. You were talking about High Rocks. We sponsor Tough Mudder and Spartan. Rain does.
You guys still do that?
Yeah.
Really?
Which is a great event for us.
Is it more the Tough Mudder side than the Spartan side? I know
No,
that,
both. So they're owned by
it's owned by the both. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. Well, Spartan owns Tough
But I didn't
Mudder.
know if you guys swung one way to like the more of the Tough Mudder stuff, because I know you and I have talked about how you've been at the Tough Mudder stuff. You've done a couple of them yourself, but so yeah, your guys are still involved with that, which is cool. Do you still do the last obstacle where it's the rain wall or something? Do you guys still used to do that?
Yeah, it's called the Mudderhorn.
There you go. Yeah.
You climb up like 10 stories on a net and then back down.
Yeah.
It's all branded
Yeah.
rain.
It's a cool.
Mudderhorn. That's so fucking.
It's a cool brand for sure.
And then they make you run through an electric shock to the finish line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can miss me with all that shit, dude. I'm good.
Never done one?
A Tough Mudder? I've done a Spartan, but not a
done a-
freaking Tough Mudder.
Yeah. Tough Mudders are fun, man.
That's what I hear, but I've never do it.
But they've done it differently now, though, right? Because Tough Mudders are more of the team aspect, or
Correct.
it's more of the 24-hour deal. Spartan doesn't do the 24-hour stuff because Tough Mudder, I think Spartan got that right when they decided that they were going to do something that was similar to what they were doing, but they kept the brands separate.
That's
right.
smart.
I like the Tough Mudder aspect where it's either a 24-hour event or you're doing it as a big 4-person team or even bigger.
Yeah,
right?
the best way to put it is like Tough Mudder is go out there, have fun. It's not timed. People are helping you over obstacles.
Yeah.
You help other people out. Spartan's a little more hardcore timed. People are doing it to see how fast they can do it.
Far out do you guys start to look before you start making any kind of new moves with new product, new flavors? How does that work out?
Yeah, I don't know how much I can say on that, but we are planning for 2025 already, and we've got our plans set. And we got a plan going into 25. Yeah, a lot coming down the pipeline. I just can't.
So you guys
say
are
what it
about
is.
typically about a year and a half to 2 years out. You're
Planning?
You start planning.
Yep, we started 25, I think, in February.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it's just like throwing ideas at a wall. How marketing works, you start here. What worked? What didn't work?
Yeah.
Let's go here. No, let's do this. What do we have down the pipeline for flavors, new launches, campaigns, promotions, whatever it is? Then you just start dialing it in. You keep dialing it until you're like, yes, this is the plan for 25. Let's go.
Yeah. We talked about how much you used to do travel for me.
Yeah.
How many events do you end up having to go to nowadays with, the Arnold? Because I know you used to have to go out to the Arnold and stuff. Do you still go out to a lot of those things still now and do that stuff, or what's?
So when we launched the brand, I was one position lower than what I'm in now. So I was a product manager, not a brand manager, and that was more travel for me. And launching the brand, we wanted to be everywhere. So they're like, Braden, go here. Braden, go here. Let's try this event. And I was traveling a shit ton, and you know how travel is, man. I'm old as shit now, so it starts to wear on you a little bit.
Isn't that so?
In my good old days, I was like, yeah, let's travel.
So that's my next question, dude. Because I went from doing, when you were working with me, we were doing 35, 40 events a year.
Wild.
And now it's like I travel to Colorado 5 times out of the year, and I'm like, fuck, this sucks.
I hear about it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I got fucking Colorado, bro. I got fucking Colorado.
I just don't want to travel anymore. And it's like so that's why I ask. Yeah.
I think you did that to me. Why I don't want to travel anymore, because I was traveling so much, but I was younger.
You know who did that to me? Craig.
Yeah.
Craig did that to me.
Yeah.
And then I just kept going with it. And now finally it's like, fuck, dude, I can't.
Yeah.
And everybody always asks me like, oh, I bet you get to travel all the time. I'm like, honestly, it fucking sucks.
It was really cool when I was working for you and traveling. It was like my first time to Nashville, New Orleans, and like all these areas I've never been.
Yeah.
Right,
so I'm like taking the culture. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And then you go there for the third time. You're like, this sucks. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And so travel was a lot again when I first launched the brand. But now I get to go into an event and go like for the finals. Just make sure it's there. It's running well. If athletes need help or something, I'm there.
Yeah.
Then I'm out.
Yeah.
Like a day or two, out.
Yeah.
I used to be like 5 days at an event a week.
that sucks.
And then it was just like time away from home. And it just wore on me, man.
I tell you what, I think there was a lot of change that happened with a lot of businesses. What happened with my business when the pandemic hit is Jelly Belly stopped doing everything event related. They don't even touch that stuff anymore. Like they do everything now. It's all Jelly Belly. No, Sport Beans is still out there, but they don't really
doing marketing behind it.
Nothing like that. So that was like after looking at it, and I saw the writing on the wall when we're getting to that point. I knew that maybe 2020 or 21 was probably going to be the last time, because I knew Steph was like, okay, I'm getting over this. And the only reason that we still kept going, I don't know. I've told you, like, Jelly Belly I worked with 15 years as their marketing arm. And so you could see the writing on the wall. And it was one of those things when Jelly Belly, Steffi called me up. She's, you know what? COVID's shutting everything down. We're going to shut down our program completely. She's, I don't think we're coming back. I literally told her, I was like, thank God.
Thank you.
That's what she's like, what? I was like, yeah. I'm like, as much as I really enjoy working with you guys, like the travel and the amount of events going to those
things. It was
things.
Every rock and roll marathon?
It was every rock and roll, and then it was almost all these tries, and it was just became this thing.
Brutal.
And I'm with you. Like when I first started that, like the travel was awesome. Nashville, Vegas, New Orleans. You got to go to some really cool spots.
And then we were traveling together, which was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was a great time. Like when you get to travel with good people, it's fun, but it's also
Did he
like...
make you listen to country music?
Oh, hell no.
No? Dude, he fucking tortures me.
Get away. Get away.
I can't fucking go anywhere with this guy because all he wants to do is fucking listen to...
If I can pull up today, I hear country music coming out. I'm like,
dude,
this is going to be a long day today.
See,
whatever, man.
I'm just saying. But go ahead, Jess. You're talking about your travel experience.
He's now singing country music.
Oh, yeah. Paul, me.
See? Told you.
It's been fun, boys. I'm out of here.
Braden's all about the boots and pants.
Well, I'm getting older now, and that's even getting annoying, so I don't know what I listen to.
Every time I turn around on social media, he's at another
rave
pool party.
Marshmallow Man or whatever the guy's name is.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I don't do the travel anymore. And it's interesting me to see how that transition when you
To
were
me.
when you were going when you were having to do all those events too. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, he's got to be fucking tired of doing these things.
It wears on you, man.
And it's different events too. It's a different mindset. But anybody who, and I tell this all the time to people, it's, you have a chance to travel for your job. And I'm like, honestly, take full advantage if you have the opportunity to travel when you're younger for your job.
1,000% correct.
Because it's fucking great, and take full fucking advantage of it.
You get to experience culture. You get to do all the things,
and,
right?
and take it in. But when it comes to when you hit 30, 35, and even in your 40s and travel, you're like, fuck
that.
You don't want to do it anymore. So
living out of a suitcase sucks ass.
yeah. But that was just my sidebar point. But anyway.
No, I'm with you, brother. And the same thing is, if you go to an event for the first time, say the Arnold, which is awesome, you're like, dude, this is sick. And then fourth year, you're like, been here, done this. I've seen it. It's just
so and I can't remember this. It just brought up a memory for me. Were you ever at the Las Vegas Rock and Roll with me when the porn show was going on at the same time?
Whoa.
I don't know. I would have remembered it.
Yeah.
Tell me you went.
I don't know why I wouldn't.
Was it a convention, bro?
It was their awards.
It was like the porn awards?
Yeah. I don't know what they're called, but it was the coolest thing or the trippiest thing or whatever. However you want to.
Stop listening right now.
However you want to.
Stop listening
Sorry,
right now.
Des.
Turn it off.
I think the most random thing that I remember about all the travel that we did is at one point in time, this might have been post you, we went to the Las Vegas Rock and Roll, and at the same time that they were doing the Rock and Roll Expo, they had the porn awards going on. Or no, I rewind that. It was not the Rock and Roll, it was the Interbike trade show.
Then no, I wasn't.
Yeah, so the Interbike trade show was going on at the same time as the porn awards, and you got all these scrawny old pervert cyclist guys. Sorry, guys.
Biker shorts.
In
with pads in their ass.
That's all they wear.
Yeah.
Because the bike industry, as Jacqueline told us, like it's primarily male, right? So even back 12 years ago, it was even worse. And so you're walking down the hallways and you've got all these porn stars on one side and all these like old men cyclists on the other. And you're looking at this, you're like, this is probably the fucking trippiest Twilight Zone I've ever walked into.
Dude, I would have been recording like a motherfucker, dude. I would have been recording left and right, dude. I would have been like recording the creepy old man looking at the porn artist. The porn artist been over like.
To answer your question, no. To try and get into the porn awards, into the porn expo, like you had to go through 10 different security lines to get in, which I totally understand.
Sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
So you never got in. Old men going into the award, the bikers.
No, there was definitely some people trying to get in. But they
were they trying to sneak in?
They literally, it's like you look at it, you had one security line here, another security line, down the hallway, another security line. And
so what you're saying is you didn't get in.
I tried. How do you think I know how many security lines there are?
After number 10, I gave up.
I put a wig on. I changed my shirt.
Yeah.
The whole thing. I could just imagine you trying, bro.
So,
anyhow,
dude, it's been fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for making the 2-hour trek down here.
Yeah.
So, Braden tells me before you show up, he's like, I've been here all in Oceanside all week. I was down here yesterday. I was like, fuck, dude. Like he drove down specifically for this. I was like, oh.
I was like, these assholes are making me drive down again.
You should have told
us, bro.
He's in Oceanside the last couple of days. I'm like, all you had to do was, hey, I'm in town. Can we just do this now?
Yeah, all right. Yeah. You could have totally done that.
Yeah.
I was standing around my finger in my asshole.
Next time, boys.
Such an asshole.
Yeah.
Next time.
No, I want to say thank you to you guys for having me. It's been fun.
That's all.
It's been fun. It's these conversations are always a trip. I know we probably talked more rain than you wanted to, but at the same time, it's good for promotion. That's cool. But it's
as long as I didn't say anything wrong.
Oh God, no, not at all.
That's all right, dude. Shit, dude. You might have a new customer here, man. Shit.
I love that. I love that.
But it is fun to be able to just hear people's side of the story, how people got started in things, and really when it comes to brand stuff like this, like how brands go through the process of doing things and creating other brands to help out with different demographics. Like I always think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So that's from a marketing perspective, it's always interests me is how brands kind of start thinking about that stuff.
I enjoyed hearing that even big brands like Rain and Monster struggle, especially on the social media aspect. So it makes me think I'm not fucking crazy and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it sucks.
You keep thinking that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not crazy, bro.
No, I've been on a long journey, guys.
special, but
and
not crazy.
I started with Jeff here, and it's pretty cool to see all the way from seasick marketing up to Rain.
You remember Don Durbin?
I wanted to bring him up so bad.
Who the fuck is Don Durbin?
Planet X, man.
Planet X.
Sidebar before we go. I know.
Wow, this is memory lane conversation
anyway,
shit.
It is. Don Durbin, Planet X owner. And if you're not familiar with Planet X, I don't even know if it's around anymore.
No.
It
What
can't.
the,
It can't.
what the
it-
fuck
no
is
way.
Planet X, first of all?
There we go.
All right. I don't know.
So Planet X was this San Diego-based surfing /
Action
sports
yeah.
channel that was like a half an hour. It was driven more towards the
Was
kids.
it like on like
It was on CW for a little bit.
like
Yeah.
a little fucking
It's like one of the first ones.
Yeah, it's almost like around the same time that like Fear Factor was on type shit.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where it was based in Del Mar. So that's how I got into the Del Mar office, is because he had extra space in his office. What I didn't know at that time, and I think you started with me at that point in time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Don was living upstairs.
Yes, I was there.
In this small little cubby, no bigger than this table, living up there, eating up there, doing God knows what else is going on up there while we're downstairs working. And he would come down just all disheveled all the time. That just...
Did you shower today?
Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and there was a shower in the office, and it was just weird. So I bring that up because I'm like, I actually thought about him the other day, and I was like, dude, I wonder what ever happened to that dude.
I'm not showering in the back and sleeping on a table. Put it that way.
Yeah, we had some interesting deals, and that office space that we were in Del Mar was quite interesting, between him living upstairs and the special masseuse next door.
The windows all blacked out.
Yeah.
It was a rad spot. You can walk to the horse track, but then you're like, there's some weird shit going down
The
there.
U.S. Marshals came over one time.
Doesn't
To the
surprise me.
to the special masseuse place.
Yeah, so the U.S. Marshals came knocking on my door at the office one time, and they were asking me about it was definitely a special massage place.
Like a special happy.
I think she was servicing everybody herself, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so the U.S.
still-
Marshals came in one time and were asking questions about it. I'm like, dude, I have no idea.
Hey, man,
All I know,
I don't know.
all I know is you see fucking weirdos coming out of that place nonstop throughout
Yeah.
the day, throughout the night, throughout the morning. It's like,
Hey, she had to make a living, bro.
whatever.
Don't hate.
I pull up
bro.
and I'm like, good old seasick marketing. Here I am. Here I am.
good times at Seasick. Good times.
I wonder how that interview process went.
Anyway, man, thank you very much, B. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
This has been an international podcast transmission of No Fixed Agenda presented by Bubs Naturals. You can rate, review, and subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you find your favorite podcast episodes. NFA, over and out.